Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 4, Episode 3. I kind of want to go full binge mode, and I don't have that much time, so I'm not going to do a recap. Y'all basically know what's going down. I'm going to save the majority of my thoughts for after the episode. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into Episode 3.
What did you do?
He fucking killed Coop.
This is just going to escalate the tension between both sides. It's just not going to be good.
You've got lightning coming your way. It's gonna hit the settlement.
Amos, get the cover now.
How do you know where lightning's gonna strike?
Holy shit, she's tracking the lightning.
What the hell was that?
We're not exactly sure.
They'll turn something on.
That sounds bad.
Is everyone okay?
More or less.
Power's out all over the place here. Murphy shot one of the belters.
What?
Why?
I don't know. I didn't see how it started, only the end of it.
I don't think it's a good idea to leave here now.
Amos, keep a lid on the situation.
Okay, you want me to shoot Morty?
No, I don't want anyone to shoot anyone. Just do what you can.
Amos.
will need help with repairs.
Amos, I'm gonna grab whatever spare power modules we've got on the Rosie and join you there.
Amos just, he thinks shooting people solves everything.
You, want a minute alone with him? I mean, maybe he can explain.
If Miller knew or cared about us, he would have warned me about the settlement.
He's
Think
not a
we're on our
him. He's a tool.
Contestant.
He's a
Naomi, we
medium.
need to see if we can figure out how to turn off what I just turned on.
It has to be the priority.
Alright, keep me in the loop.
I think they're giving Miller too much credit. I mean, they think he has a conscience. They think that he's aware and doing this on purpose. He just works as a medium for the protomolecule. Right? I mean, they have no regard. And now Naomi's not doing good. Her heart's like literally failing. Oh wow, look at that. That's crazy. We've never gotten like a wide shot of any of the villages or the settlements on Mars. At least I don't remember. That looks sick.
You really fucked things up for David.
Where is he?
Kid with a bright future in terraforming. His parents are very proud, from what I hear. But you do have access to the military storage rooms at the shipyard. All you need to do is accidentally leave one of the security doors open.
That's gonna look so bad on her part. She's already looked at and like seen as a traitor
That's it.
and a
Do
person
that.
of
David's
interest.
back in school tomorrow.
What are you stealing?
That's none of your fucking business.
If it's weapons, I'm not gonna help you hurt people.
It isn't weapons.
It's drugs. I feel bad for Bobby. Now she's obligated to stay here and help her nephew. Even though I think she should leave this place.
No. Make me come again. But she's gonna pay for what you did. Better be that.
I'm terrified for what he has the potential to do.
What do you think you're doing?
I need some parts.
All RC equipment stays here. Archery's orders.
Sure.
Alright, that's enough! That's enough! What the fuck, Amos?
What?
You like getting shot?
No.
Because you were about to. So don't think I won't shoot you if you pull that kind of shit again.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it's a generator.
So does that mean we're not fucking anymore?
What?
I understand you want to report a kidnapping? I'm Detective Esai Martin,
A goddamn cop.
Ugh.
with an immaculate record and a high conviction rate.
How'd you know I'd go to the police?
You're a good Martian.
Your word may be worth more than mine, but there are cameras all over that shipyard. So you can control any of these?
Malfunctions happen all the time.
Or maybe they don't, and you'll have footage to keep blackmailing David and me.
I never even thought of that.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is a setup.
Come again for David, or for me, bring a gun. I don't want to kill an unarmed man.
Thanks for coming in. We'll do all we can to get your nephew back safe and sound.
That's so corrupt, man.
The lightning stopped. The last strikes were at the chain of islands on the other side of the planet.
So, crisis averted.
Yeah, for now.
Yes, we need to monitor as many of the lightning strike locations as we possibly can.
What the fuck?
This planet has no tectonic activity.
This planet is giving them all the clues and
My
hints
puke is still in your your
that
car?
maybe they shouldn't live on it.
Good. Plant one where you are now, and the other two as far apart as you can. 50-kilometer minimum separation. Do that, and I can pinpoint the source of the quake.
Okay.
You attacked some of my people here today. When you undermine my team's authority, you put everybody here in danger, including your own crew.
Is that a threat?
I'm just making sure you understand the situation.
I do. Mercury.
Oh, that's his name.
The others don't get it yet, but I know what you are.
Oh? What is that?
A killer. You have all these excuses that make you seem right.
Speaking from experience.
Not really. But from one killer to another, you don't want to try that shit with my people.
Someday I think you and I are going to end up bloody.
How about now? I'm free right now.
I hope we get to see a showdown between these two before the end of the season. It's building up. Oh shit. Are those Belter neck tattoos? Ooh, Bobby does not want to just talk. She's ready to fight.
Call out to shuttle. You are clear to return.
Swelling on my legs gone down faster than you said it would. Brace needs adjusting.
Must be a quick killer. Come on, let me take a look at it.
I don't want any more violence. Just the truth and a peaceful resolution. I sense you feel the same way.
Someone's
What are you
lying,
doing in
man.
here?
Getting some help.
You can't help us, and now you want us to help you.
Belters, you always play the victim.
Well, we've had a lot of practice because of men like you.
Your lives. I had 23 of mine in the ground before they even set foot on.
That doesn't give you the right to play judge, jury, and executioner.
Naomi,
You're not gonna get away.
she's getting herself worked up.
Naomi.
She's literally gonna have a heart attack. Her heart can't handle that.
Okay.
There are rising tensions between these people. Something is fishy, though. I feel like the Belters are definitely lying.
Guys, do you see this?
What is it? Holy shit, what?
Where's David?
Back home, safe and sound.
Bobby, I'm okay. I'm home.
Okay, just stay there and keep the door locked. I'll be back soon. Why didn't you just tell me you'd let him go?
I wanted to see how far I could push you before you shipped me. You know, a person with your training and skill set could make a lot of money.
I have a job.
Yeah, tearing down warships. All those sensors and guidance systems we built for war. They're sitting in warehouses gathering dust, waiting for you to throw them out after what they did to you. You don't owe this place anything.
I'm not a criminal.
Mars is going to need a lot more people like you.
On my signal, Kellen and Enzo open fire from the front. Flush them out the back.
What about Lucia? You said she in on this.
Yeah. She with us. Whether she thinks so or no.
This might be a good time to talk to Miller.
He can't just summon him. I mean, Miller really appears when he needs Holden.
We are witnessing something that human beings have never seen before. And your first instinct is to destroy it?
It's gonna destroy us.
There has to be something underneath, powering it.
We can't take that chance.
All right, torpedoes ready. Fire.
I mean, they might have just angered it a little bit more. If there truly is a big structure underneath, that may not have done shit.
The fuck that?
Now, Sasa. Come, we go.
Who did that? Oh, they were planning a preemptive attack. that it? Okay, I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with just like a general statement. This season feels so different from other seasons, and I was wondering why, because it definitely has a different vibe, but it also I think has to do with the fact that each storyline that we're dealing with doesn't directly correlate to the other storylines. Like in previous seasons, we've seen all the storylines merge and they all work towards the same goal and they all relate somehow, they all connect. But with this, it doesn't feel like they're all connecting. You know, like Bobby's dealing with something, Christian's dealing with something, and obviously the people on Ilus, whatever, are dealing with something else. So I'll start with Bobby, since I'm a little bit frustrated with her whole storyline right now, because I do think that she's in a bit of a pickle. Like, I think that she's wanting to stay on Mars just because her heart is there. Her heart has always been there. And it's a little bit difficult after years of fighting for a certain goal to just give up that goal. But due to the circumstances, I feel like my rational brain would be like, there's nothing for me here, and although my heart is here, it's not logical for me and my family to stay here when there are so many more opportunities elsewhere. Especially, on top of that, everybody shitting on Bobby, basically, taking advantage of her. She got dishonorably discharged, stuff that she clearly does not deserve, because we've seen as audience members her commitment to Mars and what she's done for Mars and the whole system. So I'm a little bit frustrated with her whole storyline. It sucks that she is now committed to this, I don't know who that other guy's name was, the police guy who was making the drugs. There's some drug operation happening there, and Bobby was trying to get to the bottom of it, figuring out that the Belters were some of the buyers or the shippers. I'm not sure what was going on there, but she was trying to uncover basically what was happening. I think that she should stay away from that. I don't think that that's the route that her story's going to go, because it's leading me to believe that she's going to investigate a little bit more about this operation, since her nephew was directly involved in it, and now that her family was involved, it becomes a little bit more dangerous now if she isn't a part of it, I guess. You know, directly trying to shut it down or ignore it might be worse than engaging with it. So that guy said that he could have use for people like Bobby. Don't know if she's going to take him up on that offer. Kind of, Bobby's like taking the backseat on my mind, at least in terms of her storyline. Not the most interested in hers. I hope it picks up a little bit. And I hope that she realizes that there's really nothing for her on Mars and she could be used elsewhere. Like that guy was saying this episode, she does have a really nice set of skills that she could use elsewhere, and she has so much potential, and I feel like it's being wasted. So moving on to Christian's whole storyline, because that's very different. Her storyline kind of connects to the protomolecule because she is aware of everything happening there, because Holden is feeding her information however long it takes. I think it's a 6-hour delay in transmission, they said. So she's on top of the game with that, and she is gearing up for this re-election, this public debate that she's having with Nancy Gao, I think her opponent's name was. So she's gearing up for that. Typical political stuff, digging for background and history about your opponent to expose them and weaken them in terms of their debate. So that's what's going on with Christian's whole storyline. Nothing really new there. I will say that her husband, her new husband, I should say, because he was recasted, he's kind of a little bit vanilla. I don't really feel for him as much as I felt for the previous husband that she had. So I don't know if that's going to change. I don't know if it's just because he's a minor character and he doesn't really contribute to anything other than being Christian's right-hand man, like her confidant, basically. So I don't know if it's because of that or if it's because he's just an extremely vanilla person, but that is what I'm thinking about him. He's like a blah character to me. And then in terms of the Ilus storyline, or Ilus, I was calling it Ilus, but a few of you guys commented that it's actually pronounced Ilus, so I'm sorry for that. But I don't know what's going on there. I mean, we have these protomolecule structures, no explanation for why they're there, what purpose they serve. We know that the end game, the big purpose, in the words of Protomolecule Miller, is that they are trying to find, or the protomolecule is trying to find, the thing that destroyed their civilization. So basically, protomolecule Miller only shows up when he needs Holden, because Holden is his tool that he uses, his vehicle. And so when Holden tries to summon him, like Alex was asking him to do this episode, it doesn't really work out, because whenever Holden needs Miller, he doesn't seem to be around. But whenever Miller needs Holden, he's right there. So it's very much a one-sided relationship, and I don't think Holden really understands that. I think they're giving Miller a little bit too much credit, saying that he has feelings and thoughts and all that stuff. I don't think he does. I think that he just is working as a vehicle of the protomolecule. He's, you know, maybe some of his thoughts and stories are reminiscent of the previous Miller that we've known from season 1 and 2, but I think those are just like recreated memories. It's what the protomolecule believes Miller would have acted like. So I would think Holden is smart enough to understand this. It seemed like he was maybe figuring that out this episode, that maybe protomolecule Miller has selfish motivations. So I don't know what he would be able to do about that, but right now I think the main goal is A, figuring out what that big structure is and what it means for the people on this planet. Are they going to have to evacuate? What does it mean in the grand scheme of things? And then 2, easing the tension between the Belters and the Earthers on this planet, because human nature, as we've seen, takes control and people start fighting, and it's just no good. So do I think that the Belters had anything to do with the Earthers' ship blowing up or whatever it did? I don't know if it blew up, it kind of like decompartmentalized. Yeah, I do think that they had some type of role in it when Amos and Mercury were taking apart the parts of the ship. Amos said something, and I forget what he said. I should take notes during this show. But he said something to Mercury that was like, I don't think it blew up on its own. They were just looking at the parts, and Amos said something along the lines of, I don't think that it just happened randomly, which makes me think that it was the work of the Belters. That's what the show is obviously setting up. So it's not just this war that was started for no reason. Mercury has valid reason to believe that these Belters, A, did it, and then B, have no regard for, or no empathy, sympathy, whatever, for what they did, as seen with the guy who got killed by Mercury when he was threatening him, antagonizing him, saying that he was going to kill the rest of his people, and that 23 was nothing. So yeah, in terms of everything else, I don't really have that many predictions. I kind of just want to get right into the next episode. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 4. Alright, bye guys.